name is Nikisha Wilkins, and I'm here to inform you all about whole blood donation procedures. Have you ever felt the need to help someone that's not going to cost you anything financially? Some people donate their time to the shelters to pass out food. Some people donate clothes to the Salvation Army, and others donate whole blood. So what I'm going to do today is inform you guys a little bit more about the procedure. If you have done it, then you should know a little bit about it, and if you haven't, I'll inform you. So the first thing that they will do is basically register you. Once you're registered, you'll come in, they'll take your ID, take your information as far as like your birth date, because you have to be at least 16 years of age with parental consent, or 17 and at a certain weight. But they'll check your birth date and then have your current address and your current contact number so they can get in contact with you. The second part will be an actual physical. What they will do is basically check your height. For a man, it has to be 5 feet. For a woman, it would be 5'5". And with your height, your weight is also taken into consideration. You have to be at least 110 pounds to at least, well, no more than 350 pounds. With your iron, it has to be at 12.5. Anything less than that, you will not be eligible to donate because your iron supply won't be sufficient enough for it. And it cannot be over 13. If so, it will be for another procedure, which could be the apheresis or the double red cell machine. Anything over maybe 13.5 to 13.7, you'll actually need to donate blood just to decrease your iron supply. Blood pressure. Your blood pressure has to be higher than 80 systolic and 50 diastolic, and it cannot be above 180 systolic or 100 diastolic. They also take your pulse. Your pulse has to be between the range of 50 to 100, and then it cannot be below any, like, even 49 you'll be deferred. As far as your temperature, it has to be less than 100 degrees in order to actually donate at all. So if you want to look up those links, you can go to redcross.org/eligibility and requirements for that part of the procedure. Next, you'll have a health assessment, which will basically be a series of health questions. Maybe you've been out of the country, last time you had shots or vaccinations, tattoos. All of those questions will come into play because they need to know certain days on things that happen. If you had a tattoo done in a state-regulated facility, it's fine. But if it was in someone's basement, not okay, and you'll be deferred. After the assessment of questions, they'll go over everything with you to make sure that you are actually eligible to safely donate blood. If you are, then you'll go on to the next procedure, which is the actual donation process. So with the donation process, you basically will, the phlebotomist will pick an arm. No, you're fine. Your phlebotomist will pick your arm. They'll search to see which will be the best veins to use for the actual donation, because they will use a larger needle, which might scare people a little bit, but it actually feels the same as a smaller one. It's not too big. It's big, but it's okay. They'll find a vein, use a tourniquet to tighten it up to maybe come up a little more, and they'll give you a ball to start squeezing to actually get the blood to flow a little bit better in that area. So when they're finding the vein, you squeeze the ball, they'll mark it. After that, they'll release the tourniquet and then scrub your arm with iodine or an alcohol prep, which will disinfect the area basically. So once that is done, it has to sit for 30 seconds. Once the 30 seconds is over, they can go ahead and start the actual procedure of the donation. So once that donation has started, the bag has a coagulant in it that has to be mixed every so often. So as you are donating the blood, you're going to squeeze this ball that's going to actually keep the blood flowing out. So once you're doing that, every so often your phlebotomist will shake the bag to mix with the coagulant in the after your procedure is actually done, they will get test tubes. They'll take 5, maybe 6 test tubes and draw your tubes for testing. They'll send those off. They'll release the pressure and take the needle out and bandage you up and let you sit for a while just to make sure that you're feeling okay before you go to the next stage, which will be the end of the process of going to the snack area. In the snack area, you get some food, you get some fluids to make sure that you're feeling a little bit better before you go ahead and take off. So this is a very simple procedure. It will only take about 30 minutes of your time. It's something that can not only help your friends and families, but it can help the friends and families of other people. So if you could, this will be a nice way to show or give someone a gift that is very, very priceless. So I want to thank you all for coming in to see Miss B.